Dr. Pursch is in the business of changing attitudes and breaking stereotypes. As a person and a professional, Joe Pursch is dedicated to his job and to the concept of recovery. A man on the move, a man in motion. The Navy Alcoholism Prevention Program, of which he's a vital part, is one of the most successful in the country.
Unlike other diseases, alcoholism is really a disease that can be treated with a very high success rate. Cancer and other illnesses that we are more familiar with really have a very low success rate. Many of them don't have any. Alcoholism, on the other hand, can lead, as I've said, to a well-done-well kind of life and to a very high success and recovery rate.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Bill, and I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Bill.
I'd like to take this opportunity to talk to you this afternoon about some of the medical aspects of recovery.
Dr. Bill Branson, Annapolis graduate, fighter pilot, physician, and something else. A recovered alcoholic brought back into the Navy to practice his specialty in an area he knows.
When you stop using alcohol, your body is so used to all your body cells, for instance, are so used to being bathed in alcohol, causing various and sundry effects, that when you take alcohol away, the cells have to learn how to do without them. And for many of them, it's a brand new experience. They haven't experienced it for quite some time.
Over the years, we've come to realize around here that alcoholism is really a family illness. For that reason, we like to bring the wife of the alcoholic to the center. If possible, we also like to bring one or two of the older children in the family here.
One of the things I really enjoy is having people over again, friends in, and be able to really plan things and have parties and people over for dinner. And my daughter's able to bring her friends in too, and not worry what's going to happen. It's a whole, new experience.
Before our very eyes, we can then see this integrated family slowly reassembling or growing together or getting well together in the course of treatment.
It's in my home life, like I can wake up in the mornings now and I can go wake up my kids and not get angry because they don't get out of bed the first time, because I've been upset by something that happened the night before.
In order to make headway with the illness, then, we found that it's necessary to look upon it as a family illness and to try and treat the entire process. And most of all, and you should like that, his sense of humor has returned. And you can love him, and if he's wrong and gets criticized, he can take it. He no longer falls apart. And life with you and him becomes much more enjoyable. In other words, he's not just dry and existing, but he is fully living in a recovered sense. When I walked in, I noted that there was a note here from yesterday's talk. This is a good example of a fully recovered alcoholic doctor who was returned to us from here back to his duty station. You see, you don't have to go all the way down and hit bottom before you get well. The point about this doctor is that he's now back in a hospital in which he was operating before he came here. He's a neurosurgeon. If you were admitted there for treatment tomorrow, your head would be opened by a recovered alcoholic neurosurgeon, which sounds frightening until you think about what would have happened to you if you'd been admitted there 6 months ago. Your head would have been opened by a practicing alcoholic neurosurgeon. So our lives are in each other's hands all of the time. And I think it's best if, in terms of alcoholism, they are in the hands of a recovered alcoholic. If you can think of it this way, then the recovered alcoholic is no longer frightening, and you can also appreciate what a fully recovered alcoholic sounds like and functions like. For one thing, we have managed to return some 9,000 recovered alcoholics back Navy-wide for duty. Every one of these men and women is a living example to his environment of the fact that he has recovered and that it's possible to do that.
And he was pretty loaded. I've got him in detox right now, and I think he's in pretty sad shape. He can...
Any disciplinary problems?
Yeah, he's been UA for about 2 weeks. In aviation, the old saying, if you can't hoot with the owls, you can't fly with the eagles. And a lot of pilots really believe that. And but I'm finding slowly that I'm learning to have fun in many other different ways. And I don't need the booze to be happy or to have a good time anymore.